2 days before Christmas, I discovered this blog written by this gal, Joe. It's called My Last Bite, mylastbite.com. Actually, she writes on two blogs. There's another one, Food Whores. Foodwhores.com is another one. I love that. Anyway, she has this post on molecular gastronomy, which, as you know, is the big thing. It's coming from Spain. It's here in the U.S. Chefs like Ferran Adria, his brother, Jose Andres, Gran Ashitz here in the United States, Alenia. Anyway, she writes how it's her new addiction after having taken a class on molecular gastronomy in November at Sur La Table here in L.A. And she includes links to some of the videos I'd seen before, including the No Reservations clip from El Bulli in Spain, decoding Ferran Adria. And that started it all for me because I hadn't heard about it before seeing that a couple of years ago. So I wanted to try it so bad, but I never really thought it was possible for a home chef, to do it in his kitchen. But according to her, and she met Adria at a book signing, he wants to make it approachable to home chefs like us. So that's what he's been doing. So here she is. I see pictures, right? She's making pea ravioli at his class. If you've seen the episode of No Reservations, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm steaming on the inside. I'm thinking, oh, no. Why didn't I know about this? I want to do this. A chemistry set in my kitchen? I mean, that's better than power tools. I mean, imagine how cool it must be to know how to do something as cool as that, and to be able to serve it to your guests for a amuse-bouche or a first course or an appetizer, and blow the lid off the place right off the bat. I mean, they eat something like this and it just sets the tone. You could go downhill from there and it wouldn't matter. So I'm jealous, right? I'm reading the comments on this post, right? And here's a post from Hervé Tis, who's like the godfather of the stuff. He invented it. And in his best broken English, he types what she's talking about is not molecular gastronomy, but molecular cooking. And I'm like, huh. Well, who's this guy? So she writes back. She apologizes. She says how sorry she was, she got it wrong, and how honored she is that he take the time not only to look at her blog, but to take the time to actually correct her. I mean, she's really honored. I mean, you can tell how she's writing back. She went so far as to change the title of the post to Molecular Cooking. So now I'm like, now how in the hell did he end up at her blog? I mean, she must be famous, a well-known blogger or something. I just hadn't heard of her before. And I'm thinking, well, maybe he was Googling himself. Hey, I'm Hervé Tis. Well, we all do it. So he saw his name on her blog, and he went there, or maybe she is famous. I don't know. Maybe she's a noted blogger. In any event, I love her blog, because after that, I just started reading it. I'm like, man, I really like how she writes. I mean, it's my kind of foodie journalism and photography. And she makes it look simple. And if you can make it look simple, and that takes talent, because I know it's not simple. None of this is simple. But if you can make it look that way, then you have a true gift. And she does. And she's nice. She's really approachable. So she makes these yogurt spheres with sodium alginate, and she serves them with the berries, and it looks like magic. I mean, I'm like, wow. She includes links to Les Sanctuaire, which is a website you can go get the stuff if you want to perform molecular cooking in your kitchen. Now I'm coming out of my skin, right? Because I'm thinking, what, you can actually do this? So I comment on her blog, and she's like my favorite person in the world right now. And I'm going to do this. Of course I do. I went right to the site where she ordered her stuff, and I ordered my stuff. So she emails me. She's excited for me. She says she's going to send me a video from Jose Andres making these spheres, and if I'd like to see it, she can make a DVD for me. So, of course, I give her my address, and she goes ahead and burns this DVD. Just unreal. I'm a total stranger. She's excited that I'm getting into this. Just a real sweet person. So it really takes me by surprise when people show that kind of kindness. I mean, I've met some really incredibly kind and giving people on the internet, especially through podcasting. But she takes the cake. So anyway, Christmas comes, and I'm out of my skin with excitement. I can't wait for my chemistry to come so I can start making this stuff in my kitchen. A couple days passed, and here comes another email from Joe. Sur La Table in L.A. is going to host another molecular gastronomy class. This one's in February, and if I'd like to sign up, I have to hurry. So I did, and I'm going to go. And it's February 22nd in Los Angeles. I think that's Oscar Sunday. So I'm going to bring my camera, and maybe my iPod will make a show out of it. and I'm seriously excited to try all this stuff. Pea ravioli without the pasta, apple caviar, olives without a skin, dehydrated bacon, so many things, so many possibilities. It's mind-boggling. It changes cooking for me. And it's almost too much for me to even dive into right now on this show because it's something I want to discuss at length and in depth and requires a lot more explanation than I really have the energy or time for now. And I have a lot of energy, trust me. Suffice it to say, if there are bigger things on the horizon for this show and the blog,